I'm Toro. This is Flippin' Friday. I'll be vibing with DJ Kharma on Streaming Hub Radio at 1:30 p.m. Don't be flipping late. Love can make you crazy. Love can make you blind. And if you don't believe me, you would see in time. Love could make you crazy. Love could make you blind. And if you don't believe me, you would see in time. Girl, all my love I got for you. 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 DJ Kharma.
So, I do have my special guest online. Toro, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm right here. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
You tell me. How are you?
I'm just chilling in some easy because it's hot here in the Virgin Islands, man. It's blazing hot. Blazing hot.
You said it's hot in the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, blazing hot.
That was actually going to be my first question. Where are you from?
The British Virgin Islands.
It's blazing hot in the Virgin Islands. Do you guys ever get like kind of like a cold front, much like any Caribbean kind of sort of would?
Like, yeah. Like during like this time of the year, like from like December go to like Feb, maybe end of Feb. Early March you have like in the evening times, you have like high winds, cool weather. Like, because once it's cold up north, that cold air blows down to the Caribbean. So we get a bit of that like during the evening times. So you can sleep without your AC, you can sleep bareback,
Exactly. Oh, do you live by the ocean?
This island is only 8.5 square miles. So the ocean is like on every single side. So it's like, it's easy to get to the beach. I mean, it's not like Jamaica. We have like big mountains in the middle, and you gotta go to the shoreline and that kind of thing. Nah, it's like you could basically see the island, the water from pretty much almost everywhere because the island is the valley area is flat, and then you have North Zone, which is on the north side. So you have to climb a little hill, and that's about it. But it's small. It's only 8.5 square miles, but beautiful.
I would imagine so. I've never been to the Virgin Islands. Blessings to all the folks from the VI Virgin Islands. I definitely need to plan a trip and check it out. I could probably drive out the island like maybe in a day.
Of course, this island, you drive it out in a couple of hours. And of course, you're welcome to come. Just let me know when you come so we can take care of you.
Yes. I just love the sound of that. So we're being joined by Toro. 1:41 is my time. I wanna find out more about Toro George. Toro, why did you choose that name? Is that like your real name or is that your stage name? What is it?
So the story is when I was a kid, my real name is Alec Toro George. So when I was a kid, my mother wrote my name on my book. So it was a Toro George. So as a kid, I thought that was my name. You know what I mean? So I would go to school and everybody call me a Toro. But in the islands, everybody will cut your name short. Nobody don't call you by your full name. So people won't say Arturo, they would say Toro. And that's it. But then when I got to high school and graduated, I remember going to the counselor and she's like, you need to bring in your birth certificate. And I brought in my birth certificate and it said Alec, and I never used that name, so it was like weird, and then it was not a good name for me because like I would get teased by kids. They would call me Gallic, they would say Alec, Gallic, and kids when you smile, they just make you miserable. So yeah, they would tease me. So I never really liked that name. And then I went to cosmetology school in the States. In North Carolina, and I had to use that. That was like a year and a half at Dudley's, and I had to get accustomed to my name. I had no choice because, like every professional institute you go to, you know, you're required to give your birth certificate or your passport, and they don't want to know your nickname. So the teachers will call me Alec, and then the students will call me Alec, and then I had to get accustomed to that name. But then before I went to the States, I was in a band, Elvis White, and my stage name was Toro George, and everybody in the islands know me as Toro for cutting hair, for singing. So that was it.
So interesting. You went to cosmetology school. What did you learn at cosmetology school? I hear you cut hair. Was there anything else that was involved in the cosmetology training? Because that's interesting.
Of course. Yeah, pedicures, manicures, facials, waxing.
So you know how to do all of that?
Coloring. Yeah, cut, color, relax. I mean, I've been to Jamaica enough things. I went to Jamaica on hair shows, training.
Wow.
Montego Bay. Yeah, man. I actually employ people from Jamaica because I had a big salon at the time. Like, I had a big salon for like 20 odd years.
Yeah.
Did hair for like 20 something years, and then I burned out and moved on from that career to the new one I'm doing right now for the last 11, 12 years or something. But yeah, I travel. I trained with some of the best in the world.
Nice.
I went to Vidalfa Spoon. I lived in Augusta, Georgia. I trained with Carl Pope, Stephen Daniels in New York. And these are top hairstylists in America. These guys are top. You could Google these people and they're like top in the field. And I could do makeup as well. I've done enough weddings.
That's
makeup.
hot. All right, my time 1:47, and I'm chopping it up with Toro George from Virgin Islands. Toro, you with me?
I'm right here.
All right, so I want to pick up where we left off. So you can do makeup.
Yes.
And I bet you better than a lot of people right now. Do you are you doing any of that makeup stuff? Cutting hair, are you doing any of that right now, coupled with your music?
Yeah, I'm doing hair. I'm not doing no heap of makeup. I play around with it a little bit more, but
okay.
That was a bit of a pass. But I guess if given the opportunity or have a reason to do it, then you know what I mean. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn to ride a bike, you have the fundamentals. But makeup has changed tremendously because the products in that world have improved. You know, you don't have to put on cakey makeup anymore. Makeup is so much more fun now. We have better products available, and there's so much of training online for free. Like there are so many women or men that in the field that they put videos out on YouTube, so you don't have to go spend no heap of money. You know what I mean? You can sit down in your bedroom and just practice on your girlfriend or your daughter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, once you have the fundamentals, it's very easy to be current and good at it because there's so much content, you know, surrounding that field and a lot of other fields as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not one of those people who know how to do makeup. It's just like I really, one of the things I suck at. Gotta be that. All right. So you mentioned Elvis White and being a vocalist and frontman for that band. Is that band still in existence?
More on an entertainment level. But to say like touring and recording, nah. We haven't, as a band, come together and done anything as a band. The song that you have, to me, that's playing right now, that was produced by Greg Hogan, who was the lead keyboardist and producer for the band at the time. So we get along really well, and we love music. So instead of just, you know, quitting and not doing it, you know, we find time and hang out and come up with ideas and just record. We ain't doing it, and you know, we're doing it like your mom would get in the kitchen and cook up curry chicken with coconut milk, or you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's just a love for it. You know, you just good at it and you try your best to do the same or improve. You know, that's kind of it.
Pretty cool. Hopefully, maybe you guys will get together. I've never heard of the Elvis White band. Something I
So
should.
Elvis White band, we had a song called "Taste of Your Sexy Ways." It played all over the Caribbean,
Yeah.
and then we got signed to a small label in Atlanta, 1720 Records, and they moved us from the Virgin Islands
Hmm.
to Atlanta, and we went in Atlanta for 2.5 years. We toured with the Fugees, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Casey and JoJo, Pete Sweat. Um, the Fugees was really the biggest act and the real big act. Had the opportunity to record with Akon.
It's amazing.
So we got a taste of the taste of the thing, but with everything else in life, you know what I mean? Even though you're getting it, that don't mean that you can come out, on the other end, with shining armor, sometimes without the right setup and, knowledge and the key people,
Mm.
you fail. I mean, I don't even want to use that word, but you don't get as far as you can go. You know what I mean? Like everybody ain't blessed like Rihanna, that had the right people behind her, that built her brand, her sound, and gave her the opportunity to be as successful as she is, So
Yeah.
music is like that, like anything else, You could be as good as Bolt. I read something the other day that, he wrote that, he was training for 4 long years before he even became relevant. And people don't understand what it takes to be successful at anything. Some people quit at the third month and be over and done. But you know what I mean, if you really believe in your craft and believe in yourself, then you keep going, and until you achieve your goals.
Unstoppable. I love that. Thank you for that positive message. So touring with the Fugees, what was that experience like for you, and what were some takeaways from working with the group?
Um, it was amazing. I'm not gonna tell you like to be around that kind of star power, Lauren Hill, Wyclef Jean, Praz, and everybody as I made up the team. They had this one bodyguard that was with that group that would carry Wyclef through the whole crowd of 30,000, and all depends on where we was in Europe. It was just amazing to see the tactics and how they present the band and how they get people involved. It was just at that time it was just so much to retain. It was amazing just to see how people gravitate to a hit band or a hit song or a hit song. It was what I mean. That's the stuff you dream of. For me as an artist, that was like the stuff I dream for. I would, watch Lenny Kravitz, Bob Marley, Stephen Marley, Damian Marley. I mean, all kind of different artists, Marsha Montano. And, you go off in your brain of dreams and things like, just write a song that's so amazing that, will be played on every single radio station. And I get to tour the world and people scream your name, which, I had a little taste of that,
Yeah.
when we was on tour, girls rip off your shirt and tear your shirt and that kind of thing. And want you to sign their chest and all kind of craziness, but it was just
Nice.
good, I mean, might take away from that experience with the Fugees is that, it's hard work. So one of the things that I would do every show, I would link up with Wyclef Jean in the hallway, and we would do 100 push-ups, 100 without stopping,
Wow.
like 1 to 100, and he would challenge me every single show. He would come find me wherever I'm in the dressing room or whatever, and let's go, Toro, and we were going the highway. I mean, it's on YouTube on they recorded it, like all PR people, the videographers and stuff. Yeah, took a video of one of the times, and it's on YouTube, and we would do 100 push-ups every single show. Because my part of the band, I was like the energy bunny, so I would, rail up the crowd, and I get close to the crowd and take off my shirt and that kind of thing. And so I had to be, you know, pumped up every single night. And Wyclef was a part of making that, you know, successful because he would, you know, support, you know, he liked the show. He would come and tell us, yo, you guys, we couldn't ask for a better little band from the island to open up for us on the tour. I mean, at the end of that tour, he actually gave us his gold card. He's like, you know, you guys can call me anytime.
Nice.
You know, so I haven't talked to Wyclef in a while, but that would be nice to link up with him.
I was about to ask you if you guys have been connecting since, you know, all of that.
Well, when I came back from that run, you know, it was, I think I went through a phase of difficulty. I don't want to use the word depression, but, you know, when you give up a lot of yourself to something and it don't turn out the way you thought it would or you wanted to, you know, you go through a mental frustration that everybody go through when they put in so much time to something and it don't, you know, come out the way you want it, you know, or the way you think it should go for your efforts. And it don't necessarily be your fault, you know what I mean? It could just be just a formula. Because all music, soca music is only now starting to, you know, stream, you know, on a bigger platform, you know, with like kind of like Kess and of course Marshall and Kevin Little, you know, stuff like that really got the genre of this type of music, you know, closer to the forefront. You know, and people like Rihanna who talk about her country and the music in her country and have been to various festivals promoting island music. You know, it's hard for the mainstream at all, which is all potency of what makes soca, calypso, you know, what it is. You know, when you get into mainstream, you got water it down, add pop and fuse it with this and that, a little bit of dancehall and that kind of thing. So it's more palatable, I guess, in the mainstream world where there's, you know, vast amount of people that would actually make it successful. I mean, now with the way music is, as far as YouTube and Spotify and, you know, the way music is so different than when we were with the Fugees and on tour in America. You didn't have Facebook, you didn't have YouTube, you didn't have stuff like that. So streaming radio, you know, it's like this is so new, which is great progression actually. I mean, the music industry has taken a hit, I should say, as far as being able to sell a record, a single, or get a platinum record. It's like, you know, everything has changed to a different forum where the music is valued differently and sold differently and expressed out into the world differently. So it's a little bit more challenging and it's new, but, you know, with like everything else, it'll get mastered by everybody involved. People is going to figure out a way to make it, you know, pay as it used to pay with records, and, you know, everybody can become successful again, and it'll change again in the next 20 years, or I don't know, 10, 5, who knows. But that's just my opinion.
So basically, you've been navigating through those challenges, which leads me to your record, Love Can Make You Crazy. I got a couple of seconds before I take the break at the top of the hour. When we get back, I want to play this record and then we can cap off. I think you have a lot to say, and dropping some gems and some knowledge based on your experiences and what you're going through. We take the break, come back at you, Toro. Do not move.
Send a top-up or plan to your loved ones in the Caribbean with Digicel International. For limited time, use code HOBRadio22 and get a $10 Amazon card. Remember, to send a top-up or plan, go to www.digicelinternational.com or download the Digicel International app. Digicel, the bigger data network.
All right, 4 minutes after 2 my time. We are kicking it live with with Toro.
Yes, sir.
Blessings to you. Thank you for joining us and just taking the time to chop it up with me and all of that good stuff. I am ready to play your record. I can't wait for everybody to hear it if they haven't heard it yet. Love Can Make You Crazy. What made you come up with the truth? Because it's the truth.
It's the truth. That song is the truth. That song is the truth. I mean, to say it with no fancy word or any, but that type of story, the truth is, love can make you crazy, and I've been there, you know what I mean? And not that somebody did it to me. I think I did it to myself. I'm going to, let the record straight, I did it to myself. At that stage in my life, I'm selfish and greedy, you like, your mom share out your food and, she leaves planting. As soon as she turn your back, you go and you take three more.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And if I need to say any more words, but yeah. And, it backfired. I was one of them brave women say, all right, you give your taste in your own medicine. And yeah, she woke me up and showed me off my rails, and took me a while to catch myself. And, reflecting back on it, it made me a better person, to be honest.
Right.
Made me more sensible. I think in our cultures, it's not just in the Caribbean or in America, it's all over the world, in both sides, male, female, we I don't even know what to say, but yeah, we get carried away at times, and it could be painful for all involved, kids, grandparents, parents, whole stream of your whole circle, everybody involved in your life, and that was one of them that brought me to that song, and I tried to be honest while writing that song, and it came out the way it came out, and I think everybody could actually feel that song in the sense that, it gets like that. Even if it's not because you were unfaithful or dishonest, love can make you crazy even if you're still together. And, relationships are a lot of work. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't understand that. People think that it's going to fix itself or it's going to be like what you see on Young and the Restless, or it's going to be like, well, I don't think anybody watches Young and the Restless anymore, but let's say Netflix movies. But if people think it's fairy tale, and actually fairy tales, just like they make them on TV, takes a lot of money, a lot of time, good actors, and life is like that. You have to have that effort. You got to put it in. You got to put that time in if you want to get those type results. If you want to have the fairy tale, then you have to do what it takes to get fairy tale, which is a lot of work, and respect for each other and understanding each other, communication, and just taking breaks, going, learning something new somewhere in some part of the world, and doing the things you love together, and, having a great family and whatever.
That's such a great analogy, though, Toro. Like, no, you said it, about the fairy tales or movies and the work that it takes to, put in the work to make it a great film. It's great actors. And your analogy just makes perfect sense when I think about it in correlation to relationships. I like it. So Love Can Make You Do Crazy. Love Can Make You Crazy is the name of this record by Toro. We're chopping it up with Toro all the way from Virgin Islands, and we want to take a listen to the record and blaze it up right here on the hub. So we're dropping your record right now. It is called, and guys, if you want to go ahead, stream his music, buy this record, please feel free to do so, because it sounds damn good, filthy good. All right, Toro with Love Can Make You Crazy.
You've got someone, I've got someone. but I don't mind. You're missing me, I'm missing you. You're always on my mind. I really feel that we can work this out, but it's so hard. I'm praying, hoping that someday we can work this out. Love can make you crazy, love can make you blind, and if you ain't careful, you could lose your mind. Love can make you crazy, love can make you blind, and if you don't believe me, you would see in time. You're all my love I got for you. You're all my love I got for you. Streaming Home Radio. Oh, yeah. You've got someone, I've got someone, but I don't mind. You're missing me, I'm missing you.
210 my time. Toro, where can we find all your music? Where can we find you? Give me all your socials, all of that good stuff.
On Spotify, Apple Music, quite a bit of other stuff we're working on at the moment, but those two for sure you can get it on Spotify and Apple Music.
Good.
You can find me on Toro George Music on YouTube, on Facebook, the same thing, Toro George, on Facebook. So yeah.
And it's TOROGEORGE, guys, 1 R. Okay, mix
Correct.
that.
Yeah, like the bull, Toro, the bull.
Like Toro the bull. That was the first thing I thought about. Toro the bull. You're pushing through. So
Yes.
Bruce in Miami says, Kharma, tell him to be strong and continue with the fight with his music. Vanessa in West Palm Beach says, Kharma, I love his story. And everybody loves your vibe right now.
Oh man, thanks to everybody up listening. Thanks for listening and hanging out with me and DJ Kharma. It was awesome. I can't wait to meet DJ Kharma. You're welcome to come to the Virgin Islands anytime. Just link me up.
Yes.
And we'll take care of you for sure. We'll show you what the Virgin Islands love look like. Food and sand. You get sand in all your cracks, man. Just don't let it get in your eyes.
Yes, I see Sharifa Nero.
Yes.
She's your publicist?
Yeah. She's helping me. I knew
Awesome.
Sharifa from when she was a DJ. She's super awesome, beautiful, and awesome.
Toro George, guys. It's Toro George Music on all platforms. Cop this record, Love Can Make You Crazy. What's the craziest thing that love has made you do? What's the craziest thing you've done?
I don't know. That one's I don't know if I want to say that on radio. But it wasn't no, it wasn't bad. It made me a better person. Let's put it that way. But I'll tell you, I mean, the love that I have for music, though, that's what's crazy. You know what I mean?
There you go. I love that.
That's the love that I want to talk about, because this right here it brings so much joy to hear your record on the radio and hear people singing it back.
Yes.
I mean, women, men. I mean, for this record, people just come up to me like, "Oh my God, Tor, I love your record." That was like really cool. And some people come up and say, "I know you write that song for," you know, and things like that. I know who that song's for because they know that kind of thing, you know. But it's all fun and games, you know. It's all good because, you know, you're expressing yourself and passing the music out there, because people in this world have the same things happening to them. It's the same experience, and when you hear a song like that, actually, you feel like that song was written for you, because a lot of us go through the same thing.
Boy, keep pushing. I love it. Love what I'm hearing, and we're definitely looking forward to hearing more music from you. We're gonna be rocking with you all the way, Toro. I just you're welcome. And that video, oh my goodness, that video you did for the Candy Karma show, just I just love it. You're looking great. You sound great, and we're wishing you all the best.
I gotta get more practice though. I think I'm gonna do the next one and do better. I got, I'm getting back into the thing. I'm a little rusty, so I'm shaking out the rust, but with practice comes perfection. So I'm working on it.
Blessings to you, Toro George.
Okay. Thank you.
You're not to blame, it's not your fault. You're not here with me. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You've got someone, I've got someone, but I don't mind. You're missing me, I'm missing you. You're always on my mind.
All right, my time 2:17. We were chopping it up with Toro George from the Virgin Islands. Has this amazing record, "Love Can Make You Crazy," and he didn't want to tell me. He ain't gonna tell me his business on radio, but that's okay. I love it. Love his record. If you guys want to go ahead, stream his music, it's available on all streaming platforms. And if you're into the socials, it's at Toro George Music on all social media platforms. Love him. And I think he has a story. I think he, that's why I kind of chose him. We kind of chose him for the fresh face.
Yo, I'm Toro. This is Flippin' Friday. I'll be vibing with DJ Kharma on Streaming Hub Radio at 1:30 p.m. Don't be flipping late. Love can make you crazy. Love can make you blind. And if you don't believe me, you would see in time. Love could make you crazy. Love could make you blind. And if you don't believe me, you would see in time. Girl, all my love I got for you. All my love I got for you.
All my love I got for you.